creek. Walk 'em up and down in the summer heat. Same old boy changing like the seasons. Country kid turning to a town right heathen. Country kid turning to a town right heathen.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Old Man Van Running. Here again in the Old Man Van Cave, the Old Man Van Castle. Now, I'm in week 14 of London Marathon training. I'm kind of in the middle of the week. It's Wednesday of week 14. Week 13 went pretty well. Week 12 went really well. So I'm here to go over how I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. And we'll get into the training plan in a minute. But first, I want to get out to the Farmington Canal Trail since the weather's getting a lot better. This past Saturday, I went out on the Farmington Canal Trail, did a 16-mile long run. The previous weekend, I did my first 20-miler of this training block, and it was a real good 20-miler we'll go into in a few minutes. But first, let's see some video from my 16-miler on Saturday. Hey everybody, it's Old Man Van here. I'm at the Farmington Canal Trail in Cheshire, Connecticut. It is March 22nd, 2025. Tomorrow is the last day of week 13 of London Marathon training. Today is going to be about an 18-mile long run. Last week I did a marathon pace run. Actually, I did a couple of different things. I did some pace sections. I did an easier 7 miles. I did 7 miles at marathon pace, and then I did 4 miles at about 7:30 pace, and then I did a cool down. So this week I've been recovering from all that. It's going to be about 45 miles this week, kind of like a little bit of a cut down. Last week was over 50. Next week I have a half marathon on Sunday, so a week from tomorrow. So today is going to be a beautiful, nice, easy paced, kind of steady run. It's about 60 degrees right now, so I'm going to get, some sun today. I'm wearing this little base layer here, this Under Armour base layer. And the reason I'm doing that is, you never know how the weather's going to be in late April. So I want to make sure that I'm acclimating myself to the potential of a little bit warmer weather. So I'm going to wear this and take advantage of the bright sun today and have a great run. So I'm 1 mile in, 9:13, just cruising. Right around 130 beats per minute, so just gonna keep it right around this pace. It's kind of like 8:50 right now, so as I get warmed up, but I'm gonna keep it not too much faster than that. That's not the purpose of today's run. It's to get the distance in, to get the aerobic work. Okay, mile 2, about 8:53. Still keeping it in the 130s for the heart rate, which is really good. Again, I don't want to ramp it up too much. Today I'm wearing the Super Blast 2s, the second pair that I purchased. A good long run shoe. Actually did my workout in it last weekend, so just keeping it nice and smooth. I have my gels with me, I have some water, so I'm really good. We'll take them about every half an hour. So really consistent, mile 3, 8:53. Still keeping it in the 130s heart rate. Coming up on 30 minutes here in a couple. I'll take my first Crank Sports E-Gel. I'll take the regular without caffeine. I'm gonna save the caffeine one, the turbo, for my last of 4 today. Okay, 4th mile, 9:04. Slowed just a little because I had to take my first gel. Now I'm climbing up over 684 in Connecticut. So a little bit slower, but trying to keep the heart rate down. Not overdo it. It's a little warm today, and that's what's good about this. It's getting me acclimated, so if it's warm in London, I will be ready. Mile 5, 9:03. After that long climb up into Southington, over 684. Still just cruising around, right around high 130s, low 140s. Okay, mile 6, 8:52. Still keeping it in the 140s. I'm sweating a lot more than typical. Temps in the 60s, bright sun. So this is a really good acclimation run. I'm really glad I waited to the middle of the day to do this. Let's go. 9:08 for mile 7. Just took my second Crank Sports E-Gel, so that probably slowed me down a little bit. But still keeping it in the low 140s. You know, again, I'm sweating a little more than usual. That's not a bad thing. It's helping me acclimate. As you can see, huge amounts of people out here today enjoying this early spring weather. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, mile 8, right at 9 minutes flat. Now I've got a little bit of a headwind, so it might slow me down just a little bit. But I think I might just do 16 today. We'll see how I feel when I get back. Okay, mile 9, 9:12. Pretty significant headwind right now, so it's slowing me down a lot. Don't want to ratchet up the heart rate, so I'm slowing it down, just keeping it in the heart rate in the 140s at the moment. Mile 10 at 9:14. Man, that was a brutal headwind. I'm not taking my next gel right here, but man, that was a tough mile. I tried to keep it down, just was blowing directly at me. So hopefully the rest of the run won't be as bad. Okay, slowest mile of the run, mile 11, 9:23. Again, I'm out here in the open and the wind is just blowing. Feel like I'm in a wind tunnel the wrong way. But I'm about to head out of the open, under the tree cover, heading down, 5 miles left. Should open up a little bit and calm down just a bit. So let's see how it goes. That's a little better. Lap 12 or mile 12, 9:05. Going down, a little bit less wind here. So let's see how it keeps up. Still a bit of a headwind, but mile 13, 9 minutes flat. Again, don't want to push it too hard. Just hit 150 on the heart rate, so got to be careful here. Okay, mile 14, 9:04. Sticking right around where I want to be. Pretty good. Okay, lap 15, 8:51. Legs are a little sore, groin's a little sore, but doing well. One more mile here. Let's crank this in. Okay, that's it. 8:59 for mile 16. Really good run. 16:01, let's see here. 9:04 per mile. I don't know if you can see it. So, pretty good. Just a nice, easy, steady pace. A little tired legs today. I did 7 miles on Thursday, 7 miles yesterday. I was pretty trashed earlier in the week from last weekend's 20 miler. So these were tired legs today. So there was no way I was gonna like go too crazy. So I'm happy with this run. Man, it was a tough second half due to the headwind. So, you know, I got a little more work on the back half than I planned to, but got it done. Last few miles I was up in maybe zone 3, low to mid 150s on the heart rate. Took 4 gels today. I took 3 regular Crank Sports E-gels and 1 turbo E-gel with caffeine. Worked fine, take them every 30 minutes. I'm really dialing in that nutrition and hydration plan for London. So there you have my week 13 Saturday 16 miler. Pretty good run out there. Weather was pretty good, except for that headwind on the way back. It was brutal, but still a good run. A good week, week 13. I had 44 miles, so I'll show you in a minute. Previous week, I had over 50 miles with that 20-mile long run. So let's get into the training plan and I'll show you how everything's going. Okay, here we are in the training plan. As you can see, I'm in the middle of week 14. I just completed this morning, because it is Wednesday of week 14. I just completed a 5-mile easy run on the treadmill this morning. I did a 10-miler last night on the treadmill, only because I got home late, didn't have time to get out to the trail. So I've still been using the treadmill, even though the weather's better, there's more light after I get home from work, but it's just easier sometimes just to get right on the treadmill. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but my washing machine's going, so I apologize for that, but I gotta get this video in. So I did that 10-miler last night. I did take a rest day on Monday. I've been using these rest days kind of whenever I feel I need it. So Monday was a good day for it. Going back to week 13, so I'm kind of going backwards here. I did a 5-mile easy run on the treadmill, actually 6 miles, 6.02 miles on Sunday. That was a recovery run, also on the treadmill. By the way, I've been using that lever up system that I published a video review of to take some weight off, helping me recover better and get in these runs when my legs are a little bit shot. So I used it on that run. The Saturday run originally was going to be an 18-miler, 16:01. Again, 16, 18 really doesn't matter that much. It's light green here because it was a tad less than what I had planned. Day before that, I did actually 7 miles versus 6. 7 miles the day before versus 6. So, you know what? I really plugged it in late in this week to get that total right around 45 miles. So just a slight decrease from the 50 plus miles the week before. Now, as we go back a little bit, the last Wednesday I did a rest day and I did a yoga session, a P90X3 yoga, because I really needed to get loosened up, and it does work as a strength workout as well. So there you have it on that Wednesday. Now, here's where it got a little bit dicey. So on the Tuesday of week 13, I planned to do 10. But I'm going to tell you right now, when I go into that 20-miler, my legs were a little shot. And I was feeling it. Got out there on the trail after work, planned on doing 10. Got about a mile in and I said, no, this ain't going to work. And I turned it around and came back and just did 2 miles. And I'm okay with that. I listened to my body. My body was telling me I needed a rest. So I took the rest. And as you can see, I still got 44 miles that week. And I got a good run on Saturday. And I did get 6 miles on that Monday. So before that 10-miler, I got 6 miles easy. And I got a 4-mile easy the Sunday after that 20-mile run. So, you know, I could have taken a rest day here, or I could have taken it on the Monday. Instead, I did those 2 runs. And I think in hindsight, I kind of trashed my legs a little bit on that 20-miler. And there you have it. On that Tuesday, I just couldn't do the 10-miler. Now, let's get to week 12, right? I'm going backwards this time. So, as I said, I did that 4-mile recovery run the day after the 20-miler. Let's go into that 20-miler, though. That 20-miler was a 20-miler with pace sections. What does that mean? That means that different sections of the run had different paces. So here we are in my Strava. We'll get back to the training plan in a minute. So you can see right here, it says 20-mile long run with pace sections. What does it mean by that? I did 7 miles easy, 7 miles at marathon pace, 4 miles at threshold pace, and then 2 miles easy. Now let's get down into the details. You can see right here, my overall pace for the 20 miles with these sections was 8:18. Whew, that was a pretty good run, one of my better 20-milers. If we go down, we'll see what the paces were. So here you go right here, my splits, right? So the first 4 miles, or actually the first 7 miles right here, were all right around 8:50 or 8:45 up to high 8s, right? Nothing over 9. So the goal was there around 8:50, and that's about 8:50 to 9 minutes, and that's what I did. So 7 miles at that. That's the first 7. Then the next 7 miles, so miles 8
through 14 were right around marathon pace. And this time, my marathon pace goal is right around 8 minutes flat to about 8:20. So 8 to 8:20. As you can see here, everything was right around under 8:10. And I also had a few miles right here, 12 and 13, under 8. So really, really good there. But now the kicker. The next 4 miles, so miles 15 through 18, we're at threshold. Now, threshold for me probably should be even a little bit faster than that. But in marathon training, right, your legs are getting tired. I still hit 4 miles, averaging right around 7:30. So 7:31, 7:29, 7:31, 7:35. So really, really good final 4 miles. So 8:50, 8, 7:30, and then the last two, a little over 8:50, right? Between 8:50 and 8:56. So just a real good quality 20 miler, getting marathon pace, getting some threshold pace in there. And I'm going to tell you, the workout kicked my butt, but it was an awesome workout. You can see right here, 4 miles, then boom, then boom, then down here. So just a real good workout, but my legs were a bit trash for the next couple of days. So you have to make sure you're resting and recovering, right? And I did that, and I'm back in action. So going back to the training plan, there's that 20 miler. And my day off that week, in week 12, was on Wednesday. I did 6 on Thursday, 6 on Friday, then the 20 plus on Saturday, and then the 4 easy on Sunday. So you can see I'm cranking it out. And here it was even better. On that Tuesday, I also did a 10 miler. So I did a 10 miler on Tuesday and a 5 miler that Monday. Just a real good week number 12. Got that 50 plus miles that I planned on getting. Week 13, the only day that I was slightly or significantly under what I planned was Tuesday, where I only got 2 miles instead of 10. But I still picked it up, got 44 out of 45 miles in. So good job there. I'm happy with that. It's like a slight cutback week, but nothing major. This week, I've got a warm-up half marathon for London on Sunday called the Steam Train Half Marathon in Essex, Connecticut. It's a little bit hilly. The plan there is not to go all out. The plan there is to go a little bit under marathon pace, and maybe I'll do almost like a fartlek run or, something like that during it, but it's not to go all out at half marathon pace. That's not my goal. My goal isn't to finish first in my age group or on the podium for my age group. That's not what the goal is. The goal is to use this as a quality workout for London. I do plan on adding extra miles. Maybe a couple of miles before as a warm-up, and then maybe 5 to 6 miles after as a cool down to get right around 20 miles. So the next couple of days, I don't really have that laid out yet. I'm going to see how I'm feeling. And if I feel like I got to do more or do less that day, I'm going to do that because I want to feel good for that run on Sunday. And then next week, assuming everything goes well this week, next week is the biggest mileage week, culminating in a 22 miler. That's the goal. All depends on how I feel, but that is the goal, is to get maybe 55 to 60 miles that week with a 20 to 22 miler in there. And then I finally get to go into my 3-week taper. We're almost there. Almost done week 14, and then we get into 15, and then it's the home stretch. Stay healthy, bring the mileage down, and get to London healthy. So there you have it. Things are going pretty well. It's the best training block I've had for a marathon so far. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed, being smart, listening to my body, taking time off when I need to, pulling it back when I need to, using the lever up weight reduction system when I need to on the treadmill to take the impact off, take some of that weight off. If you're interested in seeing what that's all about, check out my video review on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description below. But beyond that, it's just staying healthy and getting to London. So one thing before we go, I'm still trying to decide on my race shoe for London. I've got the Endorphin Elites, the version 1. I've been wearing them in my races with SoundRunner Racing. They've been really good at 5K, 5 milers. I'm going to wear them in the half marathon this weekend more than likely. But I also went out and ordered a pair of Alpha Fly 3s. I heard they have a little more room, and I typically am not able to wear Nikes, but these are supposed to be more spacious in the toe box, also very stable and not as aggressive as the Endorphin Elite. So I'm going to try those out. Hopefully I'll get them in time to test them out on a double-digit run. And I've also purchased another pair of shoes. You might have seen it in my community post. It is the S4, let me see. See this box up here? I'm not going to show you the shoe yet because that's going to be a surprise next video. This is the S4 Plus Yogiri. This is a shoe right here that is a carbon-plated super shoe that ASICS says is geared towards the runner trying to run a sub 4. Not maybe for a sub 3-hour marathoner, but a 3-hour to a 4-hour marathoner. More stable than the Metaspeed Sky or the Metaspeed Edge. So it's geared to those of us that need a little bit of support, a little bit of stability. This may be a perfect marathon option. So I'm really looking forward to trying these on. I just got them today. I won't let the cat out of the bag until I do my first impressions review, but that's going to be here pretty quick because I need to test these out quickly to see if they may be an option for my London Marathon race shoe. So there you have it. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll get notified when more videos are posted. As always, comments, any and all comments really does help my channel. And again, if you have friends, running pals, family members, colleagues that you feel may enjoy the Old Man Van Running channel, please let them know. So thanks again for all your support, and remember, lace up those shoes and let's get out on the roads.
Railroad tracks run along the creek, walk 'em up and down in the summer heat. Same old boy changing like the seasons, country kid turning to a town right heathen.